This is the case file of Silverwood Cabin, one of the most disturbing unsolved disappearances in North America. What happened inside that cabin remains a mystery, and the evidence found there is unlike anything investigators had ever seen. Today, we reopen the file. On October 12, 1998, 3 university students, Daniel Reed, Martha Lane, and Evan Brooks, traveled to the remote forest region of Silverwood to film a nature project. They rented an isolated cabin miles from the nearest highway. According to receipts, they arrived at 6:42 p.m. This is the last confirmed sighting of any of them. Daniel: the place looks old, but it'll work. Martha: I swear I heard something in the trees. Evan: relax, it's just animals. Authorities later recovered a partially damaged camcorder near the cabin. The first recordings were normal: laughter, cooking, setting up equipment. But after midnight, the tone changed. Martha: Daniel, there's someone outside. Daniel: stop messing around. Evan: no. Listen, footsteps. Investigators verified that the sounds were not animal noises. They resembled slow, dragging footsteps circling the cabin. The following morning, when police arrived, they found the cabin abandoned. No signs of forced entry. No signs of struggle. But on the wooden door were 3 deep, vertical scratch marks, each nearly half a meter long. Forensics determined the grooves were too deep to be made by human hands. No known animal in the region could make marks like these either. This was the first unexplained piece of evidence. Inside the cabin, investigators found a notebook belonging to Daniel. The last few pages were written in extreme panic. There is something in the woods. It watches from the tree line. No matter how loud we shout, it does not move. It only listens. Martha says she saw a tall figure at the window. If anyone finds this, do not stay here after dark. The handwriting becomes shaky and nearly unreadable. The final page contains only 2 words. A second damaged tape was found months later by forest surveyors. Experts restored only 11 seconds of video. What it revealed shocked investigators. In the corner of the cabin window, behind Evan, a tall black figure is visible, unmoving, featureless, but unmistakably human. Shaped dot as Evan speaks. The figure slowly tilts its head. Within seconds, the screen turns white noise. Search teams combed the Silverwood forest for 30 days. Not a single footprint, not a single piece of clothing, not a single drop of blood. It was as if Daniel, Martha, and Evan had simply vanished. The cabin was sealed and declared unsafe. Locals claim that at night, light still flickers inside the abandoned structure. Some report hearing whispers in the trees. One witness, a hunter, filed a sworn statement saying, I saw 3 figures standing between the trees. They looked frozen. They didn't blink. In 2013, 15 years after the disappearance, hikers discovered something miles away from the original site, Daniel's backpack. Inside was his notebook, but this time, a new entry had been added. Written in a different handwriting. It said, we never left the cabin. Forensics could not identify the writer. The Silverwood case remains open. No bodies were ever found. No logical explanation has been confirmed. And the footage discovered raises more questions than answers. Silverwood cabin stands untouched, locked behind a rusted chain. But locals warn, if you ever visit Silverwood Forest, never look into the trees at night. Something already knows you're there.